We want to talk to him, obviously, about John Durham and this new report. Terrence is here as well. Tony, it's a jump ball. You and I were on Fox and Friends one morning, early in the Trump presidency. Trump's tweeting that he was spied upon by Obama, that they wiretapped Trump Towers, I think how he put it. And we wake up saying, what is this about? The left immediately says Trump's crazy. The Obama people are like, we have no idea what he's talking about. You come on Fox and Friends and say, I know what he's talking about. Trump is right. And I remember sitting on the couch at Fox Friends saying, does this guy know what he's talking about? And I ran into you on the street later and said, you know what, buddy, you were right. You were right. Trump was right. And now John Durham has done. So that's a long way of saying you were right. Tell us why you were right then, why the deep state lied for so long. But I think most importantly, so Terrence can jump in as well, what the heck do we do next? Because everybody's sitting here looking at this saying, well, we've known this. Tony was right, but nobody's been held accountable.
So I knew in November of 16, having worked at the senior level, I was in the Trump transition team, there were indicators, Ed, that the Obama White House was not going to go quietly into that dark night. As a matter of fact, they were making preparations to do everything they could to upend the presidency. So this was March 17 when I came on with you. And basically, by that time, I knew that the knives were out and they were going after Trump. And they were going after Trump, as we now know, from the top down, that Obama knew what was going on. They allowed this whole narrative to develop and expand. I didn't know at the time that the Clinton administration, the Clinton campaign was as much involved as now we've seen them to be. But I knew that the official mechanisms of governance were going in a direction which we now know to be unhealthy and, frankly, a felony level, a Soviet level wrongdoing that now is played out.
Tony, the fact that it was from the top down and that intelligence agencies were complicit in all of this says to me, as a layman casually watching this, that there are systemic issues at play here. This isn't a one-off.
So what you saw in the Durham report, Terrence, to your point, is now being played out in real time as well. Remember, the 51 intelligence officers, Terrence, they were in office back when all this happened. They were part of the problem. Clapper, Brennan, all those guys were behind this. So I don't know why people are shocked when they lie in 2020 regarding the 51 when they signed that memo saying that the Hunter Biden hard drive was false. So they are literally politicians first. They have no concern about the well-being of the nation. And indeed, as President Trump said in his statement, those intelligence officers, the FBI and the Obama administration clearly intended to upend the electoral process of this nation. It was election interference without any doubt.